Hello, everybody. It's your girl, DAZZLE.tarot, and I'm back for another tarot reading. So please like, comment, and subscribe to my YouTube channel, and hit that notification bell so you can be notified of when I upload and when I go live. And if you would like to book a private reading, all you have to do is go into the description box. Everything is down there. And before I go any further, everything I do here is all alleged and for entertainment purposes only until modern science comes up with a mathematical equation that the metaphysical science is in fact a valid form of science, and all tools of divination such as tarot, oracle, pendulums, etc. are all valid tools of science. Until then, I am just a girl on the internet talking mess. But look, so I did a live reading on Angie Stone, and I wanted to do a continuation of that reading. So I'm going to be asking, how does Angie Stone feel about the industry? Now, mind you, when she passed away, she had found out that the people who was handling her financial affairs, I guess Universal, whoever it was taking from her things that they should have not been taking, such as stealing from her. Okay? Now, when it comes to her overall, do I think she was stable? She still had money? Yes, she did, but not the money that she could have. Do I feel like she had insurance on her? Yes, I do feel like she did have life insurance and everything else like that she put in place in case of an untimely passing or a dying of old age, whatever the case may be. I think she did do that. I do think that she's fine. She's going to have a funeral. I do think that people love her, and if push comes to shove, people would lend out a hand to her. So it would not be a situation where she cannot be buried, people cannot mourn her, anything else like that. I think that's completely covered. Okay? Like I said, there was so much speculation about her being an industry sacrifice, and they wanted to do her in because she was a truth teller and she was going to speak out against the industry. Last night, I did tell you guys how I felt about that. I really do feel like people are disconnected from reality sometimes. You know, not everybody is dying because sacrifice, industry sacrifice. The industry is not that big bad wolf that every single body that signed up for the industry is going to die because of them in a way. No. Do I feel like the industry had a part in it though? Technically, if they was not giving her all her money, that means that her budget was smaller than what it should have been. I don't feel like she would have ever been on the road if she had all her dividends. She would have had a private jet because on some real stuff, she was worth a lot to somebody. You know, the amount of money they took from her, I feel like she could have had her own jet and some more stuff. Her family would have been sweet. You know what I'm saying? So, would have been sweet and well off. So, in that regard, yes. But I don't feel like there was a hit on her life. I don't feel like that. Sometimes people go and it's unexpected. And we have to be okay with that. We just do. So, let's see what Angie feels though. How does Angie Stone feel about the industry? Now that she has crossed over, what would she like to say about the industry as it relates to her? Right? And I'm still using the tarot of the neon light because she died on the road. And this looked like a road tarot deck, right? We're on the road, we're on the highway, we see the neon lights, we see the big billboards and stuff like that. And so it reminds me of that. So that's what we're going to be using for Miss Angie Stone. So let's see. Miss Angie Stone, the beautiful Miss Angie Stone, you just passed and crossed over. Give me the energy about how you feel about the industry as it pertains to you. 1, 2, 3. The 8 of Wands in reverse. I got that last night for her. You got, oh. See, now this is the Wheel of Fortune in the reverse, okay? Now, I'm just going to hold this up. Maybe I can put this behind me because y'all can see this. But the back of this energy, the back of this deck does say the Wheel of Fortune in the reverse, okay? That's the back of the deck energy. That's the hidden energy. Do I want to pull one more to see what Spirit is talking about? Okay. We got the 8 of Pentacles upright. Okay, so here's what we got going on. We have the 8 of Wands in the reverse. We have that. We have the Devil upright. And we have the 9 of Pentacles in the reverse. And what Spirit is talking about is the 8 of Pentacles upright. Okay, so the 8 of Wands, let's talk about it. The 8 of Wands itself talks about action, enterprise, relationship, creativity, passion. Many people come together to form a rapid change, travel, right? Could be traveling, communication, actions that affect things. Okay, in the reverse, this is slow moving. People are not coming together like they could with their creativity and their actions. Things aren't progressing, right? It's in the reverse. Or it can be meaning like a catastrophe in a way, right? Talks about, depending on what you say, how you say it, could be taken wrong and it can lead to a catastrophe because you don't know how someone's going to react. Or your actions that you took, right? It can mean that you didn't think that the actions that you took would affect the group or someone else in a bad way. It could mean utter descent to chaos, right? But it's right beside this Devil card. And I know that people who, you know, are overly religious, who are superstitious, this, that, and third, they see the big red devil and all of a sudden, it's the Illuminati. But let's break down what the Devil card means. Well, the devil is a Capricorn. It's a goat. Okay? And people think about the Baphomet, the Illuminati, whatever. Fine. But the devil is ruled by Saturn. Saturn has rings. The rings of Saturn. Talks about marriages, contracts, money, big business. Okay? So if we're talking about how she feels about the industry, we're talking about those contracts and what you're tied to. Okay? Also, the devil is also about vices, overindulgence, deviance. Right? So it can be alcohol, liquor, gambling, money, ego, whatever you can overindulge in, whatever your vices are, you know. But it all comes with that. So when you're in the space of the industry, you're in that, right? Where big money is, overindulgence follows. Okay, you're going to have the party scene. You're going to have the wine, the liquor, the drugs, the women, the men, you know, sex. You know, it follows, okay? Like the movie It Follows. When it comes to those types of environments, that's what come with it. You're going to work hard, but you're going to play harder, right? And people want to be around. People are attracted to that. People are attracted to money. So, not only will you be exposed to that, the people who follow people who are stars become exposed to that as well. I do feel like with Miss Angie, I feel like at one point things were good for her. Okay? Things were good for her. Her team was good. I feel like the team that she had later on or after a period of time was not collaborating well with her in a way. Whoever was governing her contract actually fell into the spirit of, what is that? What is it, gluttony or whatever? One of those 7 deadly sins. Fell into that, right? So they began to steal, right? And technically it's stealing if you don't tell anybody about it. But however, I feel like whatever contract she had, I don't feel like she looked at everything. See, that's why you gotta look at it all. If you're gonna make a deal, and say for instance, I believe in the Illuminati, right? And I believe that people are really placed on this earth to give you contracts to sell your soul. If that is the case, just like any other contract, you have to read it. If I'm going to make a deal with the devil, okay, if me and Lucifer is going to sit down and make a deal for my soul, and he gives me a 100-page contract to sign, I am going to read every single word, and if I don't understand something, I'm going to highlight it, and I'm be like, well, hold on, Mr. Satan. I'm going to need a few days. I'm not going to be like, whoop, there you go. Like, for instance, Ariel from The Little Mermaid. Who was really wrong? Was it Ursula or Ariel? Ariel sat there and was so pressed to be a part of that motherfucker's world that she just went ahead and signed that motherfucker's contract and didn't read the whole contract, right? She did not read that contract. She heard all the side effects of the contract and still decided to do it. I mean, goddamn, if you listen to the damn song Ursula was singing, she told you was going to have laryngitis and everything else, that you can't speak. She was going to swell your larynx. I mean, I don't know. And then within the contract, I guarantee you that it says that Ursula could throw monkey wrenches in the plan, like get her minions to try to ruin whatever you had going on. But she didn't read it, right? But I'm saying this to say, Miss Angie Stone, did you really read the fine print? And did you really stop to see what you were getting into? Did you step back and take a good observation of what follows with the industry? Because what follows is, wherever there's big money being made, there are shysters, there are people who want to steal from you, take from you, people who are jealous of you, people who want to be groupies, people who want to do fuck shit in your name to live vicariously through you. Things like that. That's all that comes with the devil card. But the big thing is contracts, big business. So what Miss Angie is telling me is that things went a little wonky. When it comes to music, music is beautiful. Her craft was beautiful. But when big business steps in, and people are signing contracts, that's when your job becomes a job. Instead of it being creative, instead of it being something that you love to do, instead of it being, a release, a stress relief, Miss Angie voice was heavenly. Instead of it being a form of connecting spiritually, singing is connecting spiritually with the other side. Instead of it being that type of thing, big business comes in, people with big money, big ideas, and want to bind you and want to leech off of you. Because technically, when you are in contract with somebody, they're saying it's supposed to be a give and take, a yin and a yang, right? It's a symbiotic relationship. But it's still leeching in a way. You know? But then you have other people that follow it that's real leeches. That's not being symbiotic. And taking more than what they're supposed to take. Her contract and shit like that was fucked up. The Nine of Pentacles in the reverse. The Nine of Pentacles upright. You see this grape. This full, robust grapes. Just full. Beautiful. Matter of fact, this is what you see on the pictures of when that girl, when it's a woman that's laying back reclining in the sun on the beach, and she got her male servants feeding her a whole thing of grapes. That's what that's supposed to look like, and somebody else is fanning her with a leaf. That's how her life was supposed to be, based on the fruits of her labor. The Nine of Pentacles is an independent woman that worked hard, right? And is enjoying the fruits of her labor. Because of the contracts and the chastiness and the stealing is in the reverse. This is a woman who was afraid of losing her stability due to the shit that comes with the industry. Okay? Due to the shit that comes with the industry. And not only that, the Nine of Pentacles in reverse also speaks of other people who feels entitled. Okay? They don't want to work for it. Matter of fact, they can be thieves. They will rob you. Okay? So, that is part of it as well. So, again, I feel like Miss Angie definitely was missing money. And if it wasn't for her missing money, she wouldn't even have to worry about being in a sprinter. Oh, no, no, no. She has put in so much work that she was supposed to be on a beach, okay, on her private island, getting fed grapes by two sexy male servants, okay? That's what she was supposed to be doing. But it's a group. It's people. It's not just one person. It's not just this mastermind of evil. It's people that follow the contracts that the real talent, the heavenly talent sign. You know. They follow the big business. Okay? This is not about selling your soul. This is about 7 deadly sins that people do. Okay? And sadly, people have talent. And people want to monetize on the talent. And people who want to make a living off of their God-given talent, you have other people who prey upon that, knowing that. And so they're like, well, if, you know, you're never going to get widespread fame unless you sign with us, because we can do this, that, and the third for you. We have the funds, right? And then you sign, and then now, I wouldn't say enslaved, you're obligated, right? Contractually. But you have people who want you to honor and be symbiotic, but they don't want to be, right? And then you have other people who follow the contract, follow the fame, who will purposely align themselves with you to take, right? And I'll be honest with you, the devil doesn't have to be in it. This is people's free will. Some people freely want to take from people. Some people are leeches. The devil has nothing to do with that. That's you. I mean, honestly, that's you. So, that's just like if you ask Eve, did the devil really make you bite the apple? No, you did it because you wanted to. Now, if you was forced to do it, do you think that God would have pushed you out the garden? No. God pushed Eve and Adam out the garden, he evicted them because it was a choice. They made a choice to do it. They made a choice to eat the forbidden fruit. So people made a choice to fuck over Angie Stone. They made a choice. They knew right from wrong. If it was them, would they have taken her money? Would they have wanted people to take their money? No. So they made a choice to be chysty. And whatever decisions that they made caused a ripple effect. Just like whatever decision that Angie Stone made caused a ripple effect. You know? The Spirit is saying with the Eight of Pentacles, I do believe Angie does feel like, though. Now, here's the other part of the industry that they don't tell you. Because not everybody is bad in the industry. Angie Stone would like for y'all to know that, look, focus on your creativity. Work hard. Study hard. Do it with passion. Focus on your stability, security, and wealth. And it will pay off. If you reach for the moon and you don't hit the moon, you're going to land on the star. Keep trying. And it will pay off. Hone your craft. Whatever you are talented in, keep going. Do not listen to the stories that you hear online and get like discouraged. And just like this devil card. You see this devil card, you think it's evil. But do you think it's evil because of the devil himself? Or the people and the vices and the 7 deadly sins that come with it? No. No. Because you also get the devil card through marriage too. Is marriage evil? No, it's not. It's the people that's in it that make it evil. So I don't know. But what Angie is basically saying is that, look, I got fucked over by people that I was supposed to take a second look at. Contracts I was supposed to reread and reread and reread. However, I don't feel like she is regretful at all. I think that she acknowledges that she didn't get all the money that she was supposed to get. But I do believe that if she could do it again, she would. Okay, that's the best part about it. Things came back around for her. Things went bad, okay? But the Wheel of Fortune can also go back up. So to me, it was a lesson for her. Things coming back around again for me. So whoever decisions you made in the past as far as financially, whoever you put in charge of that was probably a bad decision then that caught up with you. And also, it could have went back up. It could have went around. It could have went the other way. Which means that she could have got her money back. If she would have lived, right, but she chose to take this exit point, if she would not have chose that exit point and she would have fought, she would have got her money. Okay? That's how I feel about that. However, Miss Angie Stone's time had came upon her. Okay? But what she do want to tell y'all again is that keep going after your dreams. Don't listen to these people on the internet. Don't let them deter you from being who you want to be. Some big bad wolf, fear mongering. Do not live your life in fear. And if it's time to go, you're going to go. No matter what it is. Mechanism of illness, mechanism of injury. It does not matter. Okay? When it's time to go, it's time to go. That was Angie Stone's exit point. Okay? And yeah, she could admit that some people in this industry that was dealing with her wasn't shit. But if you want to come into the industry, work hard. But also while you're working hard, read your contracts. And read the room. Know who you dealing with. That's what she wants y'all to know. So, I love y'all for real. I really appreciate y'all for coming back. And please like, comment, and subscribe. Peace.